Hey, breaking news, breaking news. Welcome back to the channel. Lil Baby just got locked up. He got caught with the strap at James Harden's party, man. This is a trap. He should have had his security hold it for him. The security was trying to tell him, this is what you hired me for. But Lil Baby, he didn't want to be looked at as somebody that had to go out with security. You got to remember, rappers got the most dangerous job. So why is Lil Baby trying to not have security with him? He was trying to let other people know that he don't need it. He was a tough guy from Atlanta. He's from the streets and everything, but it cost him big, man, because when they searched him, even though he was a rapper and he was VIP, they still searched him because you can't have that at the venue that they went to. At the spot that they went to, it was already being patrolled and everything like that. And so once they found him, they caught him with it, man. They looked through his belongings. They opened up his bag. You know how the rappers, they got the bags, the designer, Louis Vuitton, Gucci and everything. So they opened it up and they found Lil Baby's. He had a stack of cash, and they looked further behind the cash and they found the strap, and they knew he was not supposed to have the strap. So right away they looked at him and they're like, come on, man, why you do this? You gonna make us have to do this now and cause a scene in front of everybody? So Lil Baby, he should have been thinking a lot smarter, man. If he would have just let his security do his job and go there with him and be the bodyguard, he would have never had to deal with this, because the security, they have the full proper licenses and everything to do it, have it concealed and put away and all that. And because Lil Baby didn't have that, now he's catching a felon. Now he's catching all this Fed time and everything. And this is a bad look on him, because you already got the DA out of Atlanta is already trying to take out 4PF. So this is what they've been waiting for. They could finally connect the RICO between Lil Baby, 4PF, and do the same exact thing they doing to YSL. So that's an eye-opening wake-up call for all the rappers. We know rappers got the most dangerous job. We know they need security. But some of these rappers, they let their pride get in the way. They let their ego get in the way. They don't want to be seen as having to need another man to protect them. They don't want to be seen as needing to have a security guard. But when you got all that money, when you got all that bread, you might as well use it to get the security guard in them and have them take the hit for you. Have them be the ones that, have to take the questions if they have to pop somebody. And you at least get to sit up and count your money at the end of the night. And so that's the purpose that Lil Baby should have at least hired the security to be there with him. We don't know if he fired them, if he sent them home early, or if he thought he was just going to be, since he was best friends with James Harden and they always be going to trips together and everything like that. So he thought that because he was going to be with James Harden sitting right next to him, that nobody was going to search him, and that the police at the place that he went to, they wasn't going to, look through his stuff in the metal detector and all that. So by the time they got there and they got through into the venue and everything like that, it was already too late. They already requested for him to basically look through his bag real quick. They saw the metal detector. He had something on him, and they questioned Lil Baby. They went up to him, 3-4 officers, and told him to step to the side. That's when you could see Lil Baby, he became a little bit argumentative. He started speaking. He's like, why are y'all searching me and this and that? Next thing you know, they found the thing and put him in cuffs. Everybody started recording when they seen Lil Baby having to get walked out of the whole venue, because this was a party. This was a celebrity birthday party. So it was other people there. It was a lot of paparazzi. It was a lot of people who was there from hip hop, from TV. It was sports stars and everything like that. So the NBA players even seen Lil Baby having to get cuffed and walk out with the cuffs, and they put him in the back of the squad car. And they basically said that, yeah, we found a strap on him, and that's prohibited in this area. He's not supposed to come into the building with something like that. We don't know who let him in, but he set off the detectors, and the detectors pretty much carried, they sent the signal to the people to go up to Lil Baby and start asking him these questions like, what's in your bag and da-da-da-da. They already must have knew that he had something on him. And so this is another thing, like, man, you got to be on point. And especially when you going to places like that as a rapper and you going to a big venue where it's a big celebrity's birthday party, you got to understand that the security they're going to have straight police officers as the venue security. So anytime it's a concert, anytime it's a big music festival, you already know that the city, whatever city that thing is being done at, they're going to have that city's police being the main security and sealing the perimeter. So anybody that's inside there, they under their jurisdiction. So once Lil Baby went in there, he didn't know that the officers could come up to him and they could search him and they could ask him all this stuff because, the VIP people normally don't get searched. So if James Harden and Lil Baby went through the protocols and James Harden sat down, but the other people was like, wait, who's that guy with him? That's Lil Baby, whatever. But they didn't search him when they walked in. They're VIP. So they, just for safety reasons, they walked up to him and was like, yeah, you got to, show us what's in your bag, empty out your pockets and everything like that. And it could have been a situation where somebody could have been like, oh, he's got this on him. Or maybe Lil Baby had something with a fan, like somebody maybe he ran into that he don't get along with or something like that. They could have tried to tell on him. But you got to see that basically the way that Lil Baby was moving, he was too sloppy with it. He for whatever reason, he gave off the attention and gave off the alarms for them to come up to him and look through his stuff. He wasn't being low key enough, especially if you're going to have something like that. You can't really be a celebrity and you can't. Well, you can, but you got to be able to go through and not get the search and nothing like that. So Lil Baby must have thought that because he was with James Harden, he was good, but he didn't know that this was being strictly enforced, that everybody had to go through this pat down. And so that's really what ended up happening. But he got to realize that, man, if he just has security or a team of people or the entourage and one of them had the permits and proper licenses and everything like that, the bodyguard would have been able to make this whole entire problem go away. And this is the thing, is that's technically James Harden's security. And so now we seeing that Lil Baby, him getting locked up, this is going to do this is like basically where he wasn't supposed to do that, because now he missed the show, he booked for another event, and this is getting in the way of business. And so that's why you got to understand that if he would have just had the little amount to give to the bodyguard of security, he would have been able to make it to the next show. He would have been able to get the next $100,000 bag for the show and move on and move forward. So sometimes you got to realize that the security and everything, it could really help the situation. And if you got a lot of money, might as well have the security handle all that stuff instead of you trying to risk put your freedom on the line and everything and put your life on the line. So Lil Baby, he wanted to show everybody how he could do it on his own. He was a guy from the streets of Atlanta, and his pride got to him. He didn't want to be seen walking around with the security guard, even if it's at a birthday party or your friend's party or whatever it was. But that's the thing, is that everybody, to each his own. Everybody want to be looked at in a different way and everything like that. But sometimes you got to just put your pride to the side and do what's best for you in that situation, which would have been to get the bodyguard, get the security guards, or get your own escort, like where they basically walking you through the whole venue and they're strapped up and everything. So, you got to be moving militant and tactical out here, man. And you can't just be you by yourself and thinking that that's enough security or anything like that. What if something went down? Lil Baby would bust it back, maybe, but it's like he didn't have nobody with him to try to help him or nothing. So that's why when the celebrities, rappers, and anybody is going to somewhere big and you a known public figure, then you got to make sure you have that bodyguard there. This is why they do that. That's why these sports stars, they got bodyguards and everything. So at the end of the day, it's like it's only rappers that be getting caught up like this, because it's something with their pride and ego that makes them want to be able to, they want to hold the strap. And if anything goes down, they want to be the one that was shooting back or whatever. But it's like for the NBA players, for the NFL players, they don't want none of those problems. They'd rather just have their security handle it so they can make it back to their job, their home, to their family, and go out there and play the next game, get the next $100,000 check, and basically move on and so on and so forth. And so that's what Lil Baby should have did. But him being a rapper, him wanting the attention and clout and all of this, and it pretty much got in the way of him making the right decision for himself. And now he got locked up, and now he's facing possible Fed time. So let me know where y'all from, if y'all rocking with Lil Baby, and I'll catch you on the next one.